My room is kind of clean, so I figured I would do a little bit of a room tour for everyone. Let's get started. As soon as you enter the door, I have my first bulletin board. I have 5 bulletin boards in all, 4 in my room and 1 right outside. So I decided to make this a color wheel. So I live near the beach, and I actually was leaving the beach the one day and I found a beautiful rainbow umbrella in the trash can. So I took it home with me and took the top part off and turned it into the color wheel. I have these posters kind of all around the room, and these ones specifically are from Teachers Pay Teachers. I forget what store they're from. I'll link it below in the description if you want to get those. And the other ones in the room are from Mrs. Nguyen. Here is my sink area. As you can see, I only have 1 sink. If you have any suggestions on what to do when I start painting with the children, 1st and 2nd grade, how do I get by with 1 sink? I would love to hear your suggestions. Anyway, I have all of my jobs. So there's 6 jobs. There's 4 chairs at each table, so there's 4 jobs per table, and then the other 2 jobs, the chair checkers and last lookers, are everyone's job in the classroom. I have some more posters from Mrs. Nguyen up there, and then down here is my art room poster that I made with just a poster board, Sharpie marker, and some colored pencils. Here's my Minion museum wall. I found these pictures online. They were used to advertise, I think, the 1st or 2nd movie. And I just printed them out on my home computer, laminated them, and then made the frames out of cardboard. Underneath them, I have a little clothespin that I just got from the dollar store, and then the actual painting, the name of the painting or picture, and then the artist. So that's under all of them, so the students can really see who the actual artist and what the actual pictures look like. I have 1 drying rack, so that's something that I'm going to have to fix next year. I might try to order like 1 or 2 more. These are 1st grade's line sculptures that we worked on a few weeks ago. I have to give those back. And this is awesome. So it's just kind of a big paper organizer that I have out on my table. It makes it easy to grab any colors that I need. Here's my word wall. So everything on here, all of the cards are again from Mrs. Nguyen. I just bought a bundle of hers and I just printed them out, laminated them, and cut them all out with my paper cutter and stuck them here. The letters are from Michael's and the border is from Five Below. It came in 2 big sheets and I just cut it up and made it a border. This is by my desk area. I have 2 art history books that I ordered from Amazon, which I'm really focusing on with 2nd grade this year. Beautiful Oops, of course, is essential in any art teacher's classroom. Some stuff from the Target dollar spot, some random little like doodads that I have. My Copy Complete important documents Sterilite drawer, my sub tub, and then those fabric bins just have, I don't even know what, probably trash. So here is my teacher toolbox. I will link below where these labels are from. I forget which exactly Teachers Pay Teachers store it is, but they're this beautiful watercolor design. So I'll try to find that and link that below from you. The 3 letters, excuse me, I can't spell or count today. It's Friday. These are from Michael's. I spray painted them with chalk spray paint, but I'm not sure if I really want to put a design on them. Of course, some Perel, because, I mean, that's kind of necessary when you're teaching 1st and 2nd grade. And that's just right behind my desk. This is also right behind my desk. These are the 2 rolling storage carts from Michael's. I teach 20 art classes a week, 10 1st grade and 10 2nd grade. And I have a number for each teacher. And I just store in-progress artwork in all of their bins, and I know exactly which teacher goes with which number, so I can just easily stick them in there. It's absolutely awesome for organization. It probably is one of my favorite purchases, honestly. It is October 27th. That shows how much I pay attention to this calendar. Oops. So here is my early finisher station. I have a whole video all about that for the kids, so you can see that information there. Drawers are from Michael's. I got that for I think 50% off. It's normally pretty expensive, so I had to get it on sale. And then these are actually yoga mats that go with one of the early finisher stations, and they're from Five Below. And I cut them in half because they're kind of big for the kids. So they just have little half yoga mats and they're just adorable. And over here is Legoland, which you can see more about in the early finisher video that I made for the students. They essentially just take a drawer, one of the I Can Build key rings back to their desk with them, a little sketch page, and they can create whatever they find in there that speaks to them and that they want to build. I will link below this set from Teachers Pay Teachers for you. All of the cards, the sketch pages, they have a blueprint page on there as well. I have no idea if this computer even works. I should probably test that out because I could maybe use that for something. So these are all my books that I'm going to read to the students, and I haven't already yet, so I don't want them looking through it. So I just kind of stuck this sheer curtain over it so they don't go through that and pick that if they choose to do library for an early finisher activity. Here is my mindset bulletin board. I taught mindset, the growth mindset, along with Beautiful Oops at the beginning of the school year, and I am so glad that I did that. The students loved it. I got the paint splatters, the little art palettes, the paint brushes. That's all from Teachers Pay Teachers. I made the brain out of cardboard and colored paper, and then the borders I think I just got from Amazon. And then I just kind of made that out of some random stuff from the dollar store. I need to get a Cricut so bad so I can label everything and make some cool titles. Here is my large paint palette along with my large paintbrush. I made that out of wood that I spray painted, paint can tops, and a broom. This is my class library, so if the students finish early, they can come choose a book from here. Everything is organized. They can return it to where they found it based upon the labels. So those are all Arthur's books. Those are all Jane Brett books, Dr. Seuss, Disney. So everything's labeled for them with pictures and words. And then the ones right on top of the counter, they can choose if they finish early. There are books that I have already read to them that they can look through. This is a crowd favorite, all about Miss Kaplan, that I read to them on the first day of school. I highly suggest that you read to students a little book that you have written about yourself or give a presentation about yourself because they truly connect with that. So that's just a little tip. This is my cool down spot. I got this from Teachers Pay Teachers. It was free, I believe. And they can come over here. I have a little husband pillow, I think it's called. This was a pillow from Amazon. It was $4.99. I couldn't pass it up. I got 2 of them. And over here, they can look at the Blue Day book, and they have the little timer that they can time themselves for, I think it's like a minute long or 2 minutes to cool down. This is a way that I display artwork in my classroom. That is I believe like a vinyl thing that I got from Amazon that you can stick on the wall. I didn't want to stick it directly to the wall, so I put it on a piece of like whiteboard paper, and it's our masterpieces, and every child is an artist. The famous quote by Pablo Picasso. I think every art teacher should have that in their room. And the border is from Amazon. I just kind of stuck that all along. So just so you can see a little bit better, I have a clothespin here with a kind of decorative crayon glued onto it. This is just a piece of colored cardstock that's laminated, and I just kind of stuck it to the wall with this sticky tape that I have. The decorative crayons are adorable, and they came in a pack from Five Below. So I just hot glued those right onto the clothespins. And second grade made these color wheel pizzas at the beginning of the year in order to review color, texture, line, shape. It was a pretty fun lesson. And again, I have first grade line sculptures taking over my classroom. And honestly, this area is a hot mess. I don't really know what to do with it. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'm just kind of using it as storage for random stuff that we need for different projects that we're working on right now. So there's a whole bunch of glue, some more line sculptures, construction paper crayons, strips of paper, just a bunch of random stuff. So this is my behavior system within the classroom. It is super effective. I absolutely love it. I saw the general concept on a art teacher blog last year, and I knew I wanted to incorporate it into my classroom, and I kind of made it my own. So I'm gonna do a separate video, I think at another time, on classroom management. So I'm not gonna go too into detail right now, but this is essentially what it looks like. Every class has their own crayon box. It is labeled with their teacher's name. They start the day on Ready to Create, and then they end the day with getting a colored popsicle stick in their box, and it leads to different rewards and such like that. And we are a bucket filling school, so I always display that as well. Also, as you can see, I need to refill my purple popsicle sticks, so the kids have been doing pretty awesome, which makes me happy. Here is my favorite thing ever, my pride and joy, my giant crayons. I absolutely love these. I made them over the summer. They are created with mailing tubes. These are the things that you can use for snow cones. So it's just like the little kind of paper cone that you put the snow cone stuff into. I used colored I think poster paper from Michael's to create the outside paper. And the box actually came from Michael's because I ordered poster, I think there were poster picture frames for some other stuff that I have in the classroom, and this is the box that it came in, and I was like, yes, the perfect crayon box. So I just painted it with some acrylic paint, and I love it. Also, please disregard how disgusting that is. I don't even know. Here is another one of my favorite things. This is actually the first thing that I put up in the classroom. It's just a whole bunch of paint samples all collaged together, and I use it as my background for my videos that I make for my students. These paint samples actually cover a chalkboard, which I figured I probably wouldn't really use a chalkboard, so I covered it up just to create a really cool artwork in the classroom. So the kids love it. It's super colorful. I have little hooks up there to put in progress artwork that we are working on. And I typically display like I can statements right here in picture frames, but I had to clean those off, so they are in my back storage room right now. Also, I put all of them on with double-sided tape, and I stuck that onto the chalkboard, and then I just went through with regular kind of clear tape and added that on in order to really secure those down. Here is my awesome smart board, or it's an Epson board, but it's basically the same thing, and it has just some decorations on it from the dollar store and the Target dollar spot, and I quick changed the date because it said October 3rd. My kids obviously didn't notice that. And then down here, I just covered the wall because it was kind of not very cute. Here is just kind of a decorative wall. Shout out to Cassie Stevens for her Roy G. Biv design. I didn't have the tape in order to kind of put it up there, but I think next year that's where I'm going to place it and put something else there. I have a color wheel. Down here, I have our little friend Crayola. He watches over us. And my doorbell from Amazon, best purchase I've ever made. These are the hand signals that we use in the classroom in order to not disrupt anyone. So these are also from Teachers Pay Teachers. I can link them down below. The kids love them and they learn sign language. It's just really neat to see. And then back here, these posters, I have 6 of them. There's 3 here and then 3 in the back. They are from Oriental Trading. I think it was all 6 for $8.99. The poster frames are from Michaels. And the Create letters are actually, I think I may have gotten them from Walmart. So go there for big cheap letters. This is just kind of a random little area that I have. My bulletin board outside of my room is a big coloring page, so I stick those crayons out there for students to come color throughout the day. And then these are my passes, which I really have to organize. I just need to get a few more of the little command hooks so I can kind of split them all up. I have 5 of those. They're paintbrushes from Michaels, and then the lanyards are actually super cool. They are from the dollar store, and they're just kind of sparkly and pretty, and the kids just wear them around their neck to go where they have to go. Above each table, I have the paint cans hanging from fishing line. The paint cans are from Lowe's. I just kind of painted them with some acrylic paint. There are curtains actually coming out of them. They are sheer curtains. I got each color, a pack of 2 from Amazon. I think each pack was maybe $10, so I have 2 pink, 2 orange, 2 yellow, 2 purple, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. And I'll just use the extras for other things. But I really like how they turned out. The kids love them. So when the kids come in each day, I tell them what color table to go to, and then they know what color to go to because of the paint cans. They look so cool. I have to say though that standing on the table in order to hang them up was terrifying because the table's not super sturdy and I was like 2 inches really too short to do it, but I made myself really kind of jump up there and try to figure it out, and it worked, but it was a little terrifying. So at each table I have one of these storage bins that you can see, again, the same color as the table that they're at. So blue has the blue above it, green, pink, orange, yellow, and purple. And they have the materials that the students will need. And then in the center, these are from the dollar store, and I find that it's just good to have the crayons in the center of the tables just because they're used more often than the other materials, and as well as the glue sticks. Only 1 glue stick fits in the bin. I really like how they turned out, but they were a pain to spray paint. And here is my desk. I love this little area. It's so nice and cute. And this is actually, I think it's chalkboard contact paper. I believe that's what I got. I put this together so long ago, but I wrote on it with chalkboard markers, and from the Target dollar spot I have that little like confetti string of thing, whatever that is, and then just kind of my whole area. And of course my little art cart. I am still waiting for a carpet or a rug, so right now this area is pretty empty, but it works out because if the students finish early, that's where they set up their yoga mats in order to do some yoga if they choose to. So behind this door is a huge storage closet with all my paint and extra supplies and everything that you don't see out here. It is pretty messy back there right now. I'm gonna have to clean that up before I show you back there, but that can be another tour because it's really neat and there's lots of space and storage, which is fantastic. So yeah, that is my classroom. It's nice and it's bright and it's colorful, and it's one of my favorite places. So I hope you enjoyed my little classroom tour. Here's one last pan for you all the way around the room.